So as we know, the history of Southern Africa, the history of the Cape and the South Peninsula region of the Cape is one of families and tribes, cooperation and conflict. And the history of conflict in Southern Africa can be seen in the various sort of military setups all around South Africa, including the various battery systems just around Simonstown. And I'm here at the Scala battery, which is the #1 gun that is part of the coastal defense system that is not only around the Cape but various parts of Southern Africa. And I want to just point out a few interesting things and show you this historical site. So please do join me. Right, so the main feature at this #1 gun, this Scala battery, is this massive 9.2-inch breech loading gun. You can see it right here. It was last fired, the records say, in 1957, and it was so loud that a number of windows in Simonstown were actually smashed. They broke because of the sound of it. So here is the gun itself. Now, by breech loading, it means that this gun was loaded from the back. So inside you can see, here it is here, and the actual projectile would have been placed in the back into the breech, and then it would have been shot out the front, versus the other traditional style gun where the projectile was placed at the front of the gun. So as you can see, it's very rusted and very old and has not been used for a very long time, as I've said. When you stand up here, you can see why this area was actually picked as a placement for such a large gun, because it's got such a brilliant view of the bay. And you could imagine that if there was an invasion of Simonstown down there, such a gun has got such a brilliant line of sight. Now, this very large 9.2-inch gun, there are only three placements in Cape Town where you find them. The one is here in Simonstown, the other one is Robben Island, and the other one is the Apostle Battery. Now, the construction of these guns didn't start around World War II. Started in the 1890s, actually, when the British, the Anglo-Africans who governed this area at the time, they constructed two 9-inch rifled muzzle loading guns, and they were placed here. And then in the early 1900s, 1904, 1906, they changed those two guns for two 6-inch quick firing guns were placed here, and those were then replaced again by these 9.2-inch guns around the time of World War II. So there you have a little bit about the history of the South Peninsula region of the Cape, history of tribes and families, cooperation and conflict, the Scala battery that has the massive 9.2-inch gun. I hope you have a fantastic day. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.